Welcome back, everybody, to round 3 of Hot Modern Action. And boy, have we got a hot one fresh off of the Pro Tour meta defining. I don't know.
Well, I think of this matchup like this. So, like, this.
Tell me what you think of this matchup.
Well, I'm about to. If you'll shut your mouth.
Just tell me.
Shut it. If you look at the SCG metagame, this Jeskai deck everywhere.
Okay.
And if you look at the Pro Tour metagame, this humans deck everywhere.
Correct.
And in modern, when I say for a deck to be everywhere, that means like 10% of the metagame.
Okay.
Just puts that deck everywhere. And so I think humans should win this matchup because I think most of the PT players would assume that the Jeskai deck would show up, and therefore they picked humans, and then the people on the level beyond that pick something else.
Okay.
Because
that's an interesting thought.
To be fair, I mean, like, the Star City runs a ton of modern tournaments.
They do.
And, you know, when you run that many big tournaments, you have a lot of data that indicates what's good and bad in the format. And this Jeskai deck shows up almost every SCG.
That only matters if, like, the people that are playing rely on the data as well to determine, like, what they should bring. So, I mean, if you become so familiar with an English muffin that you know every nook and cranny, you could probably show up to an SCG and make cash.
With an English muffin?
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's good.
It
doesn't mean Waffle House should put gravy on it and call it biscuits and gravy. But they do. I forgot where I was going with that metaphor, but
it just turned into your biscuits and gravy rant.
Yeah. Welcome, everybody, to Tuesday night Biscuits and Gravy Rants. I'm your host, the terrified John Douglas. It's some of the biscuits and gravy that some of these restaurants are passing off, but
listen, if you know of a good biscuits and gravy place,
yeah, hit me up, bro.
Let JD know, especially in Indy. We kind of eat at the same breakfast place a lot, which I love that place.
It's good. I wouldn't mind mixing it up.
I wish they had a pancake.
Why do you want a pancake?
I just love a good pancake.
I like pancakes.
I love a good pancake. Here's the cavern. End of the Aether Vial.
That's a good start for humans, especially against this Jeskai deck.
What did you say?
I wish they had some integrity, and then I said, that's a good start for this humans.
Who's lacking integrity?
PPTQ.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's wrong with their integrity?
I'm assuming both of these are naming humans. Too bad we don't have a label maker like the Pro Tour did.
Yeah, the Pro Tour had an actual label maker, just like
we should hit up Nelson for that.
And they literally had like 1,000 things.
Just that said humans.
Just that said humans on it.
Bolt. Got him.
The Bolt in response. And now this Thalia is playing. This is how this deck wins the games.
Thalia?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Thalia's going to text Justin all the way down. Justin. Sorry, Justin. I thought it was Justin. I've known the guy for a while, and I've been calling him Justin all this time. I feel pretty embarrassed.
Yeah, I mean,
it's Justin.
I don't say these things in jest.
Oh, no, it is Justin. Sorry, that was our spotter monkey's bad, not ours.
Good.
Anyway, what I'm saying, not about biscuits and gravy, but about the SCG tour, is that these modern tournaments are a bunch of people showing up and playing the modern decks that they're most comfortable with, that they're happiest to play for 2 days of hot modern action. And that doesn't always equate to the best positioned decks. And that's fine.
What it does provide is a cross-section of the modern metagame, and then you find out which deck is I think, you know, if a different deck, you know, showed up with that kind of prevalence, I understand, but showing the cross-section that, I don't know.
I'm saying the data is not very
Strong.
strong.
All right. How strong do you think this noble hierarch is?
Untapped Hollowed Fountain. Justin Gebing making waves. Untapped Noble Hierarch, not very strong. Untapped Aether Vial, very strong.
Oh, come on, man! If he had an electrolyzer, it would be the
bee's
business.
knees?
Ankles, toes.
Oh, we've got a bolt though. Still got a counter on that Hierarch.
Yep.
It's gonna attack as a 2/3, which is not a small deal.
Nope. He might have Taylor in a good position for Justin here. He's only got 2 cards left.
Yeah, but
And so Justin, having only spent like the 2 bolts and the Snapcaster, could put him
in 6 life though. That's the big one.
Is that the kicker?
That's the kicker.
Taylor passes. I wonder what he could have here.
Wonder why he didn't attack.
Me too. If I'm Justin, I'm attacking. So like he's representing that he's gonna flash in a Mantis Rider.
Mantis, why would you do that? Mantis Rider is haste, right?
Yeah.
You could
so
flash
you just
in.
Played him last turn and.
Yeah, just jam. You could have flashed in a Reflector Mage.
Yeah, this Aether Vial. Aether Vial has a lot of possibilities. Ooh, that's a big one. No, don't path it. Bolt it.
It's
See,
all the same.
Is it? I feel like he's restricted on mana here, which this opens him up. Like if he had like a Phantasmal Image in hand, and you path it there, and it opens up his Phantasmal Image.
Listen, we don't know that this unclaimed territory is not naming illusion.
All right. We'll go with that speculative, perhaps.
If only we had a label maker. Justin still had all these bolts.
Yeah, he drew his 3rd bolt. Coming in here pretty aggressively with the Snapcaster Mage. What else you got?
Show me your moves. Oh, Bobby.
So this is a human wizard.
Ooh, Bobby.
2 more mana.
Phantasmal Image on the Bobby. Alright, so we're
Alright.
going to Spell Snare. And then I'm assuming Bolt the Bob.
Yeah, bolting the Bob is just one better than bolting the bird, in my opinion.
Yeah, Bolting the Bob is paramount success. Justin drawing everything he needs here. And none of the things he doesn't.
Yeah?
Pretty nice.
I think Taylor's at 16 because Justin got in with that Snapcaster last turn as well. So let's confirm life totals. 10? Alright, down to 10. 9.
Justin sees a line with this Bolt Snap Bolt here.
It looks like it. I mean, 6 isn't an unreasonable number for Taylor to go down to. I mean, assuming...
Yeah, if he takes one more hit from this colonnade, that's not good for him.
Here's a champion of the parish.
Meddling Mage, what are we naming?
Naming Supreme Verdict?
Supreme Verdict.
Was the name there?
Probably a misassessment of what's going on in this game. I don't think Justin would Supreme Verdict if he had it.
Colonnade to the air. So there's 4 putting him to 5. So if he flips a 2-banger here, we're going to get a big old death.
How about a zero banger?
0 bangers.
This event is happening in Mason, Ohio. Sunny Mason, Ohio. Just north of Cincinnati. Ohio's Queen City.
Which I didn't know meant the second largest city in any given state.
Yeah.
Didn't know that until I started watching wrestling. And they...
Oh, another meddling mage. What's this one?
They called Charlotte the Queen City, and I was like, nay, nay. We are.
Oh, no, sir.
Second one named Bolt, and the Colonnade was going to come over to end the game for
First one should have named Bolt. Billy Communities, I wish this was the game swamp. I could cosplay Shrek every day. Every time I won, I would say, this is my swamp.
That'd be a great Halloween. How much would get you to shave everything from your neck up to be Shrek for Halloween?
I have a lot of hair from my neck up. I don't know if I want to commit to Shrek that hard. So like,
who else
$20.
would be a good Shrek? $10. Is that all it's gonna run me? That's too bad for the humans deck. Justin had a lot of removal that game.
Yeah, I mean,
the deck has 8 to 10 removal spells in it, so
yeah, and he drew 4 of them in 2 snaps. Pretty good, but we'll see if humans can bounce back.
I'm sure he's got a plan for it. And
we have, what is it, 30? I remember him saying 30.
Yeah, it was close to 30.
$32.
32 players, full 16 tables. Yeah, I would say Tuesday night's probably our most popular non-Friday night.
Yeah, Friday nights are always banging, but Tuesday nights, pretty solid. Wednesdays have been a little lacking because Standard was bad for a long time. How many did they have last week for Standard?
On Wednesday? I forget. We had like 12 on Friday.
Okay.
I didn't play Standard last Wednesday. I was playing Commander with you.
I did commentary last Wednesday.
Did you?
Yeah. I think we had 20.
What night did we play Commander then? Did we play on Thursday?
No, we played Wednesday. It was the week before that I did Standard commentary.
Sure. All right. So, GameSwap always, I mean, I know some people out there in the world are like, man, you had 20 people on a Wednesday? It's like,
yeah.
That's a pretty average crowd. Sometimes a little less, but
for GameSwap, not for like...
For GameSwap, not for FNMs in general. But like, you know, when I say there's 12 at the standard FNM, there's like 38 to 40 in the modern FNM.
Yeah, modern's much more popular than standard here, as it should be.
Oh, all right. Well,
I mean, if we're just talking about like the strength of the 2 formats,
okay,
I'd be willing to say that modern is at least 4 times better than standard right now.
At least 4 times.
Yes.
I don't know how you measure that, but all right.
Attendance. How about that?
I mean, I would love to see. I know Wizards would never publish the worldwide attendance numbers.
Oh God, no.
But I would love to see them. It'd be super interesting. I wonder if it's. I wonder how close we are. So standard has always been.
Affinity's still good, yeah.
Oh yeah, Affinity's still a very viable deck. Standard has always been more played than any other format. You know, even when extended existed. You know, but
it was good.
Yeah, well, right. I'm just saying. I want.
It's bad.
I want to see how close the numbers are now. Because it used to be like 80-20.
Right.
80% standard, 20% whatever.
Now it's flip-flopped.
You think it's 80? You think standard is less played than modern?
Yeah.
Worldwide?
Yeah.
Man, that's
I hope so, at least. I hope people's Magic experience isn't jamming cards that get banned every 6 months and
You're not wrong. Here's an Ancient Ziggurat. Now this is one, a bad card in a good deck.
I think it's a good card that finally found its place.
Finally nestled into a home.
Yeah, anytime a land taps for any color mana,
Yeah.
when the right conditions are there for it to just slide on through those hoops it's got to jump through,
Yeah.
it's very good. What is this? Oh, here we go. Here we go.
All right. All right. This is a play.
Aether Vial into Thalia. I don't know about the sequencing there. I would have probably played the Aether Vial first. I guess he couldn't because he has the Ziggurats.
Right.
Okay. All right. Let's put a counter on this vial and get funky.
Let's see what happens next. I'm pretty stoked on it.
I think we're going to get Horizon Canopy, Mantis Rider. Yeah, tap that one. There we go.
Riding the Mantis.
Get in there for 5.
See, now Mantis Rider is a fun card that I love to play in Standard, and it makes me happy that he's coming around in Modern.
Did you ever play that card in Standard? I don't remember you ever playing that card in Standard, but...
So the Jeskai deck went through like a couple different evolutions in that Standard, and only in one of them was Mantis Rider played.
Mm-hmm.
But I played that evolution. I would love that Jeskai deck. It was good. It wasn't the best deck, but it was the most fun deck in my opinion. Because Jeskai Ascendancy is just a nutty card.
So Justin at 13 life, really under the gun here.
Yeah, his back's to the wall.
All right, we're getting a little takesies backsies. We meant to tick this up. All right, well.
There we are. I put my upkeep effects right by my deck when I play.
Yeah.
So, that's just how I roll.
Here's another 5.
Another 5, just gonna take it? Is that the story?
Get into 8. He's got a Bolt. He's got an Electromancer. Here's the Electromancer. We'll respond. Oh, this Thalia's Lieutenant. Goodness.
Jeez. That's such a big deal.
This is a really big deal, this Thalia's Lieutenant.
That's
Justin regretting turning a blind eye to the Aether Vial.
3, 7.
Kill this Thalia's Lieutenant. Heads up play. Still got to do it. Another 3 mana. Zathrid Necromancer.
Well, Taylor's gone a lot deeper than a lot of the human players at the Pro Tour have.
Oh no, Zathrid Necromancer was there.
Well, they were in the decks?
They were in the
I
deck.
didn't
Bring that one
see
up, Spotter Monkey.
Any
Bring it
in
up
the
for
top
me.
8? Yeah, it does something awesome, I'm sure.
You sure?
I'd never been more sure of anything in my life.
The Zathrid Necromancer does something awesome.
Doesn't it have a black activation cost? Oh no, just a trigger, huh?
Just a trigger. Just a casual replace all my guys with zombies. Trigger.
Yeah. You got
Yeah.
a Wrath of God?
Any removal?
Zathrid Necromancer, you.
Pretty solid. I don't know what else is in Taylor's hand, but I might have waited to play the Zathrid until next turn so I could vial it out.
Sure. Well, maybe you wanted to get it in before Justin had 4 lands, because, I mean, this is Supreme Verdictville right now.
Well, he's got a Thalia out.
Oh, sure. Man, Justin has another...
Is it Staticaster in hand?
Is it Staticaster? So that's a thing.
Goyf is definitely still around. Humans is not running Goyf. Humans is all humans all the time.
So what Justin's thinking about here is if he plays a Staticaster and then kills Thalia, it turns on a Bolt. So what he could do is maybe he's going to flash in the Staticaster, do some blocking.
I don't think he has any good blocks. I mean, I guess you could block the Zathrid Necromancer.
Yeah, you block the Necromancer and the
Draws a card
Noble
here.
Hierarch if
Heads
you
up
were to
play
attack
before
with it.
combat. See if we can get anything to interact with the board. I think you just swing out here. Nothing to stop you from doing that. Just the Mantis Rider.
Interesting.
I don't like this.
No, I can't say I agree with him here.
I mean, I could see holding Zathrid Necromancer back, trying to play around Snapcaster, just like coming and chumping it, but...
So what Justin's considering is Staticastering it and then bolting it.
Yeah.
So Justin just needs to make it through this turn because he has Cryptic Command next turn.
Alright, so he's super dead to... Okay. He'd be very dead to Athalia's
He owes
Lieutenant
one
there.
more on that bolt.
Yeah, Bolt costs one more because of Athalia is the thing.
Yep.
Alright, he's got it.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it should have been a 5/5 with Exalted as well.
Well, I'm sure Justin was doing it in response to the Exalted trigger.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, that card was lethal. He had to do something there.
Gets a zombie. What is in Taylor's hand? Alright, we're just going to play out a Snapcaster. Kind of odd with the Bolt in the yard.
I just don't think he can afford. He's trying to build up a blocking presence here. So the second Staticaster is going to help him block 2 creatures on the ground, bolt Staticast down a 3rd creature, and then if he generates tokens for all these guys, he's got engineered explosives in his hand, which could be an out for
the zombies.
Yeah, for the zombies.
Only going to take one turn to clean up all the zombies if we get to that when you have the Staticasters on board.
Right. Oh, sure. Yeah, so the zombies aren't the biggest concern, I guess. Man, see, we watched this at the Pro Tour, too, where this human deck gets very, very close.
Mm-hmm.
This is where this card... why can't I think of the name of the card?
Kessig.
Kessig Marauders? Is that what it's called? Do you know the name of the card and you're just looking at me funny?
I would not put that past me, but I can't remember it either. I can picture the art. There's guys with their pitchforks, but I can't remember the name of the card. Luckily, we have a Spotted Monkey for that.
Yeah, it's a 3-mana red card from Avacyn Restored. It's an uncommon. When it comes into play...
Kessig Malcontents.
Kessig Malcontents. When it comes into play, you get a damage for each human you have. Alright.
Man.
There's the Malcontents.
Such a weird attack.
Yeah, I just don't think Taylor's attacking aggressively enough here. If he loses this game, it's on him, you know?
Yeah. Like, the attack with just the Mantis Rider was really bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's really bad, like, on several levels, because you can, like, you could assume Justin had a card like Blessed Alliance, and it just plays itself right into that.
Why are we putting this on 1?
Maybe he wants to get the... So the zombies are taken care of, and he wants to get the Noble Hierarch and the Vial, so this really slows down any kind of activity. Alright, so he's going to take care of the zombies in his main phase, which I find not my favorite play either, but, you know, it's a thing. Taylor has a ton of cards left in hand. I think if he could deploy a reasonable number of threats in a reasonable amount of time. Alright, Cryptic Command goes under the Kite Sail Freebooter. He's going to get it back next turn. I'll bet you dollars to donuts.
Unless this is a lieutenant. And it's not. Alright, looks like we're going to snap bolt this Necromancer rather than take 3.
Yep. And then this also puts Justin having on like a reasonable clock.
Yeah. 4 turn is not unreasonable. Although that's going to be delayed a little bit if he wants to get this Cryptic Command back right now.
Yeah, I don't think that's on, you know, super high on the priority list. He could even just leave it up and get it back like at his leisure. Like, oh, I need that Cryptic Command, give me it.
He just drew a Lightning Helix.
Well, that's a real card.
Good as it gets for Justin right now.
Is he going to attack and throw these away? I would be a little more careful here. I would consider these Snapcaster Mages to be like my primary win conditions at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because the Staticasters are just going to hold the board down. Yeah, a small amount of patience would have gone a long way there.
So Taylor is land champion of the parish.
Yeah, you probably just hold all that back. I mean, it's not doing anything. And Justin is such a poor to medium clock on you. There's a bolt. Man, he's throwing a lot of burn spells.
He just revealed his hand.
I guess he just revealed his hand for what?
Still have all
to
these.
what end? I don't know.
Here's the planes, 3U.
Yeah, you take down
3.
Yeah, take down that guy.
2U.
Yep. We're gonna counter draw bolt unit in a turn. Puts him at 8. See, if he would have waited one more turn, he would have sped this clock up by, you know, double. Huh.
So I don't know what he's drawn, but he had a run of multiple lands.
Yep.
And just had Champion of Parish in hand before.
Yeah.
So there's not a whole lot of sense in running that out right now.
Agreed.
What he really wants to find is like a Mantis Rider.
Yeah, Mantis Rider would be really nice. It's going to get Cryptic Command, so he would probably need like running Mantis Riders.
Well, he's got a Cavern. I believe he has a Cavern. I don't think he has 3 Ancient Ziggurats.
Okay. Yeah, concur that he has a Cavern. Yeah, I mean, so a sample size of 1 match isn't like the best. But I wonder how good or bad this matchup actually is for Jeskai. Like if we were to play it 100 times.
It seems pretty good for Jeskai. Lots of small creatures.
Yeah, they got a lot of removal. These sideboard Staticasters go a long way. And like every removal spell you draw is live, so
Yeah.
that's interesting.
You got to play some stuff out here, Taylor. It doesn't feel good.
No, yeah. So there's a situation where like you have to, if you overwhelm the board.
Oh, 3 champions.
It's all champions all the time.
Yikes. All right, he scoops him up.
So Justin takes it down 2-0 there. So those Staticasters did their job.
did the job. And this is what Jeskai tries to do, is to grind you out with that spot removal and advantage from the Snapcasters.
Yeah.
He drew a sideboard card, so it was pretty lopsided.
Yep.
But you'll have that sometimes in Modern.
It was a fun one to watch.
I had a blast.
We're going to bring another great one to you here in about 20 minutes, so sit tight. We'll be back with more hot Modern action.
Yes, we will.